Welcome to ABC Interactive English. This is Karen.
And this is Shane.
Nice to see you, Karen.
Nice to see you too, Shane. Today, we're looking at a lesson of our grammar station, and it's part A called a missed call.
Okay, well, I know there's something about a missed call, but, after reading about it, actually, one of the characters in our dialogue is going to a competition.
Ooh.
Yeah, so have you ever competed in any kind of sports or played any kind of sports? Had to go, maybe travel because of competition?
Well, you know that I used to do gymnastics, right?
Yeah.
But I don't like to compete because it would be too much stress for me. I don't want to be under a lot of pressure. I'll probably just break down and cry.
Really? So you were that weak?
I guess if you call that weak.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about you? Have you ever competed?
Well, I'm very competitive.
Really?
So, well, when I was a kid, I played baseball, and I had to go to a competition in another state. Because I'm from California, and I had to go to Nevada to play another baseball team, and it was quite exciting, even though we lost.
Okay, but did you feel really like pressured when you were playing the game?
Yeah, I think finally I stopped playing sports because there is a lot of pressure. Yeah, but it's still fun. I like to play just for leisure and relaxation.
That's true.
Right?
Just play for fun, right?
That's right. Okay, let's get into today's dialogue.
All right.
Dylan is talking to Rose on the phone.
You didn't answer when I called you last night. Were you sleeping?
No, I wasn't sleeping. I was trying not to die of boredom at the airport.
What were you doing there?
My dance group was waiting to fly home. However, the planes weren't taking off because of the storm.
Oh, right. You said that you were going to a competition overseas.
So today we are looking at part A of our grammar station, and it's called a missed call. So we have Dylan and Rose in our dialogue today. Dylan is talking to Rose on the phone. But before we get into today's dialogue, what does it mean when people say a missed call?
Oh, it just means someone tried to call someone else and they didn't answer the phone.
That's right. Maybe because they didn't hear the phone ringing, or maybe because they were busy, so it was a missed call.
That's correct. Okay, so Dylan begins the conversation by saying, "You didn't answer when I called you last night. Were you sleeping?"
Okay, so that call last night was the missed call.
Okay, so maybe it was a little bit late. And so he thinks maybe you already were sleeping. Okay.
And now Rose says, no, I wasn't sleeping. I was trying not to die of boredom at the airport. Oh, trying not to die of boredom at the airport. Okay, so when people say die of boredom means you are so bored. Exactly.
Right?
Yes, but you're not actually dying, but you're just describing that you are so bored at the airport.
Yeah, so if you wanted to say like 无聊死了, like in regular conversation, you could say that I am dying of boredom.
That's right.
Right now, for some situation that's happening now. So she was trying not to die of boredom. So, of course, Dylan is curious. you know, she's at the airport. So he says, what were you doing there?
And now Rose answers, my dance group was waiting to fly home. However, the planes weren't taking off because of the storm. Oh, so she's in a dance group. So what's dance? That's a noun that we're using right here. So dance is a particular series of graceful movements of your body and feet, which you usually do in time to music. Why are you looking at me like that?
Because I just
Full of grace.
I loved your dancing.
Okay.
Admiring your dancing skill.
So for example, you can say, my dance team won the dance competition last night. Woohoo!
All right, so she's with her dance team, but there's like a storm. It's bad weather, right? So that often happens in Taiwan, especially during the summer months and late summer, early autumn because of typhoons.
Exactly.
A lot of planes get delayed or canceled, right? So she's waiting for them and trying not to die of boredom. So he says, oh, right. You said that you were going to a competition overseas.
Competition, what does that mean?
Right, so a competition, basically, it's just when you are in the process or act of trying to win. Now, it could be you, the verb will be to compete. Right? So if you're in a competition, maybe I am competing against you. Or maybe my team is competing against your team. All of those would be called a competition. So for example, those two boys are in competition for first place.
So they both want to get first place, right?
Everybody wants to get first place.
But there's nothing wrong with being second, right?
Well, if you're a loser.
Hey!
Just kidding, just kidding.
Okay, so the next vocabulary word we're looking at is overseas. And that's an adverb. You use overseas.
I know, like when you're, there's a sea here and you are flying above it or jumping over it, so you're overseas.
Well, let me tell you, you use overseas to describe things that are involved or in a foreign country. So usually across a sea or an ocean.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. But sometimes people do say overseas and maybe there was no ocean that they have to cross.
That's true.
But technically, it's usually you have to cross a sea or an ocean to get to your destination. Okay, let's take a short break and we'll be right back.
All right.
I don't blame you for forgetting. I told you a while ago.
So, did you impress the judges and win?
No, but that's okay. It was a valuable experience.
Okay, welcome back from the break. So, in the conversation so far, Dylan tried to call Rose, but she didn't answer his call at night. And he found out that she was actually overseas waiting to come back from a competition with her dance group. And then he's like, oh, that's right, you're in a dance group. So she's in a dance group and he kind of forgot about it. He forgot that she was going to be going overseas. So now what does Rose say?
Okay, so now Rose says, I don't blame you for forgetting. I told you a while ago. Okay, so Rose can understand why Dylan does not remember, right? I don't blame you.
Dylan is like me, so it's good that I am playing Dylan because I have a terrible memory. We say in English, it goes in one ear and out the other. Means it doesn't stick in your brain. So I have a bad memory. Okay, so Dylan says, so did you impress the judges and win?
Because she was probably in a dance competition,
Right.
With the dance group.
So of course you need to impress the judges if you're going to win. So to impress just means to make a strong impact on someone, especially a positive impact. So that just means that when they are watching you, they think, wow, that's a really great thing.
That's right.
Right? So they think something very positive. So for example, you could say, the student really impressed his teacher with his math skills.
Ooh, so he was probably really, really good at math. So the teacher just went, oh, wow, I can't believe it. So he was very impressed.
That's right.
Okay, so the next word we're looking at is a judge, and that is a noun. So the judge is a person who decides the winner in a contest or a competition. So for example, you can say, all the judges gave Allison the highest score in the competition.
And what does a judge do?
They have to judge,
So
right?
it could be a verb if the action of when you are a judge, what you're doing is you are judging. So to judge would be the verb.
Exactly.
Okay.
So now Rose says, no, but that's okay. It was a valuable experience. Wow. So Rose has a really, really positive attitude.
I guess so, because she didn't impress the judges. That's kind of sad.
No, well, she didn't win, but it was a valuable experience. So what does it mean when you say valuable?
Okay, so basically valuable just means considered to be of great worth, or something that is useful, or something that is important. So it was, no matter what, even though they didn't win, they didn't really impress the judges, it was still, you know, very useful, or she feels that it was a good experience. It had great worth to her.
That's right.
So for example, you could say, my grandfather taught me very valuable lessons about being a good person.
Aw, that's really sweet. Okay, so I guess although she didn't win the dance competition, but at least she was, you know, brave enough to give it a shot and give it a try, right?
That's right. So we
that's
definitely,
all that matters.
That's, you know, all you can do is just do your best.
You are right.
Right? Okay, well, that's all the time we have for the first conversation, but we have another conversation coming up.
Yay!
So make sure to join us, and we'll see you next time.
See you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Dylan is talking to Rose on the phone.
You didn't answer when I called you last night. Were you sleeping?
No, I wasn't sleeping. I was trying not to die of boredom at the airport.
What were you doing there?
My dance group was waiting to fly home. However, the planes weren't taking off because of the storm.
Oh, right. You said that you were going to a competition overseas.
I don't blame you for forgetting. I told you a while ago.
So, did you impress the judges and win?
No, but that's okay. It was a valuable experience.
Hi, I'm Tina. 我们来看这一课的重点单字。第一个 dance 名词舞蹈。The dance moves are easy to practice. 这些舞蹈动作练起来很简单。下一个单字 overseas 副词在国外，在海外。 Many people dream of living overseas. 许多人梦想着住在国外。下一个单字 judge 名词，评审、裁判。The judge announced the winner of the competition. 评审宣布了比赛的获胜者。Announce 指的是宣布 ，competition 指的是比赛。最后一个单字 valuable 形容词，宝贵的、有价值的。Ted's advice was very valuable to me. Ted 的建议对我来说非常宝贵。接着我们来看重点文法。第一个 die of boredom 无聊至极，我们用 die of 死于什么来比喻感到极度怎么样，常接情绪形容词的名词形态。例如 boredom 无聊，它是 bored 的名词。anger 气愤，它是 angry 的名词。我们来看看这个例句。Lucy almost died of anger when she found out the truth. 当 Lucy 发现真相时，她差点气死了。下一个文法 take off 飞行工具起飞。我们来看看这个例句。The plane will take off at 6 p.m. 这架飞机将在晚上6点起飞。最后一个文法 blame somebody for 加上 VING 把某事归咎于某人。blame 是及物动词，意思是归咎于、责怪。受词后面可以用 for 来接动名词或名词来表示怪罪的事由。我们来看看这个例句。Mia blamed her son for breaking the vase. Mia 把打破花瓶的责任归咎于她的儿子。Vase 指的就是花瓶。以上就是这一课的重点单字跟文法，我们下一课再见，拜拜。
Hey, Karen, can we talk?
Sure, Shane. What's on your mind?
About yesterday. I'm really sorry. I think we need to clear the air. If I did anything to offend you, I really didn't mean it.
Really? So you weren't trying to undermine my ideas in front of the boss?
Not at all. Seriously, I was just trying to add to them. I'm really sorry if it came off that way. I'm sorry if there's some kind of misunderstanding.
Okay, well, I guess it's good. I've been feeling a bit uneasy too. It's great to clear the air.
So, we're good now?
Yeah, okay, maybe we can grab lunch later?
Hey, that's a great idea. Welcome back. Today's phrase is clear the air.
That's right. It's an idiom that means to remove the bad feelings or misunderstanding between people.
When you clear the air, you're essentially trying to resolve any tension or conflict by talking openly and honestly about the problem.
For instance, if two friends have a falling out, they might meet to clear the air and restore their friendship.
An example sentence could be, after the argument, we had a long talk to clear the air and resolve our differences.
Right. Or in a business setting, if there is a rumor causing tension among the staff, the manager might hold a meeting to clear the air.
Precisely. So, next time you feel that there's a misunderstanding, don't hesitate to discuss it. It's better to address issues directly than to let them fester.
And that's our lesson for today. Remember, communication is key.
See you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.